our guest room with fireplace and oversized sunken bathtub, a complimentary bottle of wine in the room, our champagne breakfast buffet, and our afternoon tea service. For reservations, call us toll-free 800-351-1133. That's 800-351-1133. Come to the Villaggio Inn and Spa. Experience our summer de-stressor package now through the end of July. Book 3 nights at our best available rate and receive 2 complimentary wellness massages at Spa Villaggio. Call 800-351-1133. Welcome back to the Ricky Ricardo Studios at CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Michael Horn on the PM Show, Weekend Edition with the one and only Mr. Robert
Ricky
Conrad.
Ricardo.
Doesn't it sound like Ricky Ricardo?
I don't know. You know what I want to do? You know how they go through your background on Ancestry?
.com, yeah.
I want to do that with Tomas. I don't know what he is.
Tomas isn't even quite sure what he is.
I don't know.
He surprises himself daily.
He goes. Sometimes he's Ofe, sometimes he's Soul, sometimes he's Latino.
He's eclectic. He calls himself mostly eclectic, Tomas.
All right, whatever.
It's eclectic here.
So.
Now we've turned into the marimbas over here, like.
Well, I don't know what
Anthony
this is.
band.
I don't know what this is. I like Latin, though. I like Latin a lot. So talk about France too. That's going to be postponed. I have to let my French.
You're postponing the French
yeah,
trip.
but I want to talk about this first. Oh, okay, William. This is William, and he says
Emails here at rconrad@crni.net. What you got?
I am William. I won't mention your last name. You're 100% disabled, Vietnam vet, Bangkok, and I'm glad that we've spoken, and I'm glad that you're part of our show. And as you know, William, my brother also gave service to his country in Vietnam and was decorated. And congratulations to you. And I'm obviously sorry about your injury, but God bless you, man. So, and thanks again.
Thanks for writing to us.
Now, France is going to go on hold because I'm not ready. All this other trauma stuff I went through has delayed me from being, ready. I'm not ready.
Perfectly acceptable.
So it isn't to me because I'm dying to go, but I absolutely will go in April and/or May. Jean-Luc, I will go in April and/or May, and we'll be more prepared than I would have been if we left next month. I'm just not ready.
The old song says, "I love Paris in the springtime," and then also summer, winter,
Paris
and
fall. I know.
Yeah, so you should go in the springtime then.
Well, I've been to Paris, and you go to Paris any time of year.
Exactly.
Anyway, Barbara Reynolds was wondering if possible to ask Jimmy Darren a question. Well, Barbara, if you call in, you can ask him anything you like.
James Darren's on our show at 10 minutes past the second
here
hour
he
today,
is,
everybody.
and if you want him, Barbara, he's yours. Okay, I mentioned France. I'm sorry about France. I'm sorry, but I just can't get it organized. But I promise you I'll be there in April and/or May. And that'll be the latest, unless you tell me to come in the first week of June. If Chicago,
you're going to go to Chicago soon? Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to put Chicago on my calendar just because I need to go back home and hang out and just cruise the neighborhood, etc. All right, Mary, come on, girl. Let's talk to Mary. How are you, Mary?
You're on CRN, the PM show.
You?
Yes, welcome.
You're a star now, Mary. You went international. We put your picture up, and we talked about you, and now you're here.
That's right.
Well, that's great. I want people to know, though, I really don't have the body of a chicken.
Oh, nobody would think you had a body of a chicken.
Well, it shows a chicken with your head on top of it.
Or a
Yes.
hen, I should say. I
Yes.
guess.
So
I'm not chicken.
Yeah, well, I haven't gotten your.
hen.
If you sent the letter this week, I didn't get it. But what's going on, good looking?
Oh, I wanted to call in. I had a question for you.
What is it, babe?
Well, you mentioned, people were mentioning your martial arts.
Karate. Bobby Hearn and I did it on Hawaiian High.
Did you take training for it?
Yes, I trained and trained and trained. And my trainer was from the Philippines. And we trained, and then it was just something we started to do as a new way of
Did you do it for
defense.
fun, or did you want to do it to use it in the show? Or was
No,
it
I
just
wanted
for
to
fun?
just train.
Just wanted to train.
Just
Just wanted
something
to-
different. I knew
Got
how to
it.
box. I knew how to street fight. Now
Gotcha.
this was the next step, and I
So
did
how'd
it.
you get them to put it into the show? I mean, what did
It
you
was
tell them?
easy. I just said, let's do this. It's a boxing sequence, and they went for it. And then I did it the first season of Wild West. I started.
Yes.
And then the community, martial arts community, started giving awards to celebrities who I knew hadn't competed and who I knew hadn't earned it. So I dropped it and went back to what I knew best, street fighting. What else, Mary? Quite
Well, the
contrary. How
question
does
I
my
had
garden
was,
grow?
I know on Wild West you had done some work with like samurai swords. Was that part of your training, or was
Say?
that just?
That was part of my training.
That was part of your
That's
training.
right. Yes, it was.
Wow, that's cool.
Yes, thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
Anything else, Mary?
No,
All right,
no.
we're going to let you go. Thank you for calling, sweetheart, and thank you for being a
Okay.
part of my four-letter word.
Well, thank you.
Starts
You
with an
take that
L,
too?
ends with an E. Let's call it life.
Thank goodness.
So long,
Glad
Mary.
it's that
Okay,
word.
take
Thank
care.
you, Mary.
Bye-bye.
All right, goodbye.
800-336-2225. We do the show live Thursdays, 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 Eastern for a couple hours. Call in then. You can talk to Robert Conrad via the phone, toll free at 800-336-2225. And we do have a couple of lines open. You can email us, rconrad@crni.net. The letter R in Conrad at crni.net.
Hey, listen, thank you. I want to thank Karen. She says it's an honor to see you, but she can't to see a lot of what she wants because she's in London. So perhaps some opportunities will arise to bring you back over the pond sometime soon. Hey,
We could do a show from London.
I
Wouldn't
will
that be good?
I will. Yes, but I will be over there, and when I go to France in April and/or May, I will definitely stop by England and London because I like, and they speak my language. Okay. In the meantime, wish you well with life. Thanks a lot, Karen. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, and then we go to Virginia, and then we go to Indiana. And Pamela, I've already mentioned you know how to reach us. I've got your number here too. It's another message from you. Okay, I'll do that later. And Lisa, dear, I love your correspondence, but you got to cut it down. You got to do one page, dear. A couple paragraphs would be fine, but you do volumes, my girl. And it doesn't give me a chance to read the other people's correspondence.
So keep them short and sweet and get
Yeah.
the message across,
Get
right?
to the point, yeah.
Exactly. At
Yeah.
rconrad at
Thank you.
crni.net. This is the weekend show, the PM show weekend edition with Robert Conrad, coming to you from CRN. James Darren on the show coming up next hour, but stay with us. We've got more phone calls for you at 800-336-2225.
Homeowners, how would you like to receive a $1,500 tax credit and save